Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, and today we're going to talk about Jeskai Oculus and how to sideboard with it against the top 10 most popular decks in Standard. If you're looking for an overall overview of this deck, I posted a deck on this channel last week. You should definitely check that out. Today we're entirely focusing on the sideboard, so let's jump into it. So this is Jeskai Oculus. As far as the sideboard goes, we're playing 3 Destroy Evil, mostly as enchantment hate, but also really good against big flyers that can stop us, like other Oculuses or Haughty Djinn or things like that. Negate is for non-creature spells that may be relevant. Pyroclasm and Brotherhood's End are both decent board wipes against the aggro decks. Brotherhood's End costing 1 more mana, but killing more things, and also having that artifact kind of side synergy. It's not synergy, just utility. We're playing 3 Chandra Spark Hunter as a planeswalker for these decks that might go very, very long and we need additional threats. Ghost Vacuum as our graveyard hate, and then Villigry Xylix against decks that may be going wide with a lot of permanents that cost very little. Now, the most popular deck in Standard is Esper Self Bounce. Against this deck, we are bringing in Negate if we can stop this townie big enough. That is just so powerful. I like Villigry Xylix as well because a lot of their enchantments and creatures and stuff cost 1 mana, and it in that sense, effectively wiping the board is pretty cool. I'm taking out my bounce things. Hold on, I guess I can make this a little bit smaller. Taking my bounce stuff, everything has beneficial enter the battlefield effects, so it's just not realistic. And some Bitter Reunion, because that's just like an easy flex slot, and that's how we're going to sideboard against the Esper bounce deck. The second most popular deck is the Gruul aggro deck. We're going to sideboard the same against them as Mono Red Prowess and Gruul Prowess, which is the 3rd and 5th most popular decks, respectively. Against these aggressive decks, we're bringing in the Pyroclasms, we're bringing in the Brotherhood's End. I like Villigry Xylix as well. I like Spell Pierce, but not Negate, so that's like really relevant. And we're bringing out some of these cards that may not do a lot immediately and aren't a part of our nut hands. Proph's Eidetic Memory and Bitter Reunion don't do a lot immediately, so I like just siding those out and keeping mostly action in our deck. So this is how I sideboard against those red aggressive decks. 3rd most popular deck we've already talked about is Mono Red. The 4th most popular deck is 4-color Zur. We're going to sideboard the same against 4-color Zur as we do Domain, which is the 7th most popular deck. We bring in the Destroy Evils. It kills Zur, kills all the enchantments that were very scary. Negate, things like Leyline Binding and board wipes can be pretty good against us. And Chandra, because they are looking to go very long, and we need permanents that may be a little difficult to answer. Torch the Tower gets rid of absolutely nothing. And I'm not a fan of the bounce spells. The things we'd want to bounce are instant speed, and the things we don't want to bounce are like have insane enter the battlefield effects, so it's just there's really no point. And we're going to bring out some Bitter Reunion. Again, this is the flex slot, so that's how I'm a sideboard against 4-color Zur and Domain. The 5th most popular deck we've already talked about is Gruul Prowess. The 6th most popular deck is Dimir Midrange. We're bringing in Ghost Vacuum. It's pretty nice to kind of snipe that Enduring Curiosity, and there's a lot of really good creatures that we wouldn't mind having as a 1/1. I'm also a reasonably big fan of Pyroclasm in this matchup, being able to take out the Deep Cavern Bats and stuff like that, and then Negate, because they just have so many non-creature spells that are just very good against us. And we're just going to be siding out some of this chaff. Unfortunately, the bounces aren't very good against this deck as well, because there's a lot of enter the battlefield effects that are very scary. Side note, Proph's Eidetic Memory, and that's how I'm going to sideboard against Dimir Midrange. We've already talked about the 7th most popular deck, which is Domain, which brings us to the 8th most popular deck, which is Golgari Midrange. Against Golgari, we're bringing in the Destroy Evils. There's a lot of things with toughness 4 or greater, and then plus some versions of the deck are still in the demon package, and it's nice destroying that enchantment. The big thing I want to be taking out is Torch the Tower. That's really the only card in the main deck that I really hate. So just to fill that 4th slot, we're bringing in the Negate, and we're calling it good there. That's how I sideboard against Golgari Midrange. The 9th most popular deck is Azorius. Control, Blue White Control. Obviously, we're bringing in the Negates. We are bringing in the Chandras. Being able to just have like additional threats is awesome. And obviously, we're going to be siding out. I can't do it. Magic Online. There we go. Torch the Tower. And we'll be siding out of a bounce off. That's how I'm going to sideboard against Blue White Control. Then the 10th most popular deck is the Mirror Match. In the Mirror Match, we kind of need to bring in the Destroy Evils just to make sure they can't nut out on us with the Oculus. Similar thing with Ghost Vacuum. I don't like Negate because often it's tempo negative. So this is the cards I'm bringing in. I'm going to shave on the flex slots in this deck. I really don't like the bounce thing, so we're just going to just take that out. This on a sideboard against Jeskai Oculus, the Mirror Match. There you have had a sideboard against the top 10 most popular decks in Standard with Jeskai Oculus. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.